Welcome to Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Sit back, relax, let me tell you a story. Today's story is called The Masked Prince. Let's get into it. He was born behind a silk screen in the moonlit chambers of the Eastern Palace, the fourth son of a dying emperor. The air was heavy with incense and anticipation. The night winds rustled through banners of deep violet, stitched with golden suns, as midwives whispered ancient lullabies to steady their hands. His mother, a concubine of scholar lineage, bled through the delivery. She held his face for only one breath before she passed, whispering not a name, but a word: Veil. He was given no title. Fourth-born sons did not inherit, nor did they rise. He was raised in the garden wing, a separate compound of stone bridges, paper walls, and plum blossom trees, trained to bloom in perfect symmetry. He became known as the Quiet Shadow, for he walked like mist and rarely spoke above a whisper. His caretakers were eunuchs and elder priestesses. He was taught calligraphy at 3, sword forms at 5, and strategic dance at 7. His gift was observation. While other children postured for attention, he learned how the palace breathed, where the spies moved, how secrets passed from lip to ledger. By 10, he wore his first ceremonial mask. Carved from obsidian and rimmed in pearl, the mask concealed half of his face. It was not a punishment. It was a rite of passage, a marker of inner depth. The court believed that a boy who hides his face learns to read others better. He became fluent in micro-expression, in the tremble of fans and the twitch of sleeve hems. The courtiers began to fear him, even as he bowed low. He took no official role. He asked for none, but he listened, always listening. In adolescence, the empire strained, borders rebelled, trade routes collapsed. His father, old, blind, and half-mad, refused to act. The eldest sons fought openly in the inner halls. The palace fractured into factions. At 16, he began to visit the outer provinces in secret, disguised as a wandering poet. There he saw the hunger, the corruption, the executions. He wrote nothing down, but when he returned, he painted the faces of those he met onto paper screens. Farmers, dancers, dissidents. He met her in the Western Hills, a healer, a fire starter, a woman of the outlawed mountain cults. She saw through his mask, not metaphorically. She literally reached out and removed it, and he let her. Her name was Liara. She taught him the language of fire, how it speaks, how it cleanses. They spent seasons together in a hidden cabin of woven bark and volcanic stone. She taught him to stitch flame into silk. He taught her palace code. But love does not protect. The empire found them, not by sword, but by mirror. A hunter disguised as a wounded traveler lured him away. Liara was taken. When he returned, only ashes remained and a spiral of charred blossoms. He did not scream. He sat in the center of the fire pit for 9 days. When he returned to the palace, he wore a new mask. It was gold, flawless, with no slits for eyes. He spoke to no one for a full year. Then one night, during the Eclipse Festival, he performed a blade dance in the court's central square. No one recognized the forms. They were sharp, alien, full of grief. When it ended, 13 nobles lay dead. He did not flee. He knelt, offered his sword, and said, "The empire is broken. Let this be its unmasking." But the people did not execute him. They named him Prince of Ash. He refused the throne. He returned to the cabin. He rebuilt it. He lived there until the mountains took him. When they found his body years later, it was seated in meditation. The mask lay beside him, and carved into the floor was a single image, a flame pierced by a spiral, surrounded by silk. And that's it for today. Thank you for listening to Echoes of My Imagination. My name is Tracy Lee. Don't forget to subscribe, share, follow, and like, and I'll catch you next time.